Good morning, students. My name is Jagan Mohan from EEE Department, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering College, Hyderabad. Today we will see what is Ohm's law. First of all, what the Ohm's law states. Ohm's law states that the voltage is directly proportional to the current. That means there is a linearity between the voltage and current. That means if you increase the voltage, the current has to increase. If you decrease the voltage, the current has to decrease at the constant temperature. So to test the Ohm's law, you have taken a simple circuit, that is the voltage supply, an ammeter and voltmeter to measure the current and voltage, and a resistance. Now we will give the circuit connection. So first of all, we have taken a 1 kilo ohm resistor. So this is the regulated supply. So from this regulated supply, we have given, from the positive of the regulated supply, we have given to the positive of the ammeter. So this is a 200 milliamps DC ammeter. Okay, so from this positive of the regulated supply, we have given to the ammeter of the ammeter positive. So from this ammeter positive, we have given to the 1 kilo ohm resistor. So we are giving supply to the 1 kilo ohm. We are giving connection to the 1 kilo ohm resistor. So again, from this 1 kilo ohm resistor, from this 1 kilo ohm resistor, we are giving supply to the negative. So the negative of the regulated power supply is given to the another terminal of the resistor. So another terminal of the resistor. So again, we have to find the voltage. So we are giving, so the starting terminal positive to the starting terminal of the resistor, and negative to the ending terminal of the second terminal of the resistor. So now we are giving the supply. So if you observe, so now I have not applied any voltage. So what the Ohm's law says? So voltage is, current is directly proportional to the applied voltage. So that means if I increase the voltage, okay, these current and voltages are directly proportional. If I increase the voltage, proportionally the current has to increase. So here if you observe, so I have increased slowly I have increased the voltage up to 5 volts I am giving. So if you observe, so I have given the voltage of 5 volts. The current is 5 amperes. The current is 5 amperes. Or current is 5 amperes approximately. Okay. So now it is 5 volts. From 5 volts I will increase up to 6 volts. So you can observe I am increasing to 6 volts. So 6 volts. So I have increased the voltage to 6 volts, and proportionally the current also has increased to 6 amperes. Again I will check. I will increase to 7 volts. So proportionally the current has also increased to 7 volts. So with this we can conclude that Ohm's law is correct. With this practical experiment we can conclude that Ohm's law is correct. We can verify the Ohm's law. What is the Kirchhoff's voltage law? So Kirchhoff's voltage law says that the algebraic sum of the voltages in a loop is 0. So based on that statement, we will do the practical. Okay, we will do the experiment and we will prove the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So this is the circuit. We have taken. So here is the supply. So here is the 220 ohm resistor. Here is the 150 ohm resistor and 160 ohm resistor. So to measure the voltage 100 ohm resistor. So this is 220 ohm resistor, this is 150 ohm resistor and this is 100 ohm resistor. So to measure the voltage across these resistors, we have connected these resistors to the voltmeters. So we have taken 3 voltmeters. So and we are giving the supply with the RPS. So to measure the current, we have taken the another ammeter to measure the current. So as per the circuit, I have given the connections. You can observe here. So this is the supply. So from this positive, I have given it to the 220 ohms. I have given supply to the 220 ohm resistor. Starting terminal of the 220 ohm resistor. So again from this 220 ohm I have connected to the another resistor 150 ohm resistor. So this is the 150 ohm resistor. So for this 150 ohm resistor again I have connected the 100 ohm resistor. These 3 resistors are connected in series. So across these 3 resistors I have connected the voltmeters. So for this 220 ohms I have connected a voltmeter, and for this 150 ohm I have connected this another voltmeter, and for this 100 ohm I have connected another voltmeter. You can observe here. Okay, so these 3 resistors are connected in series. So again I have connected an ammeter in series with the circuit. You can observe here. So positive from here, from the ending of the 100 ohm resistor. So I have given the positive of the ammeter, and negative of the ammeter I have given it to the connected to the ground. Similarly, you can observe here. So the negative of the supply we have connected to the ground. So this negative I have connected to the ground. Okay. So the circuit connection is over. So now you can observe that. So I have given 10 volts. So here I have given 10 volts. Okay. So that must be equal to the supply must be equal to the sum of the individual voltages. So if you observe for the first resistor, so the voltage at the first resistor is 220 ohm resistor is 1.62. It is 1.62 plus, if you observe at the second resistor is 150 ohm resistor, the voltage is 1.15 plus, if you observe at the third resistor, the voltage is 7.35. So if we add, it will be approximately equal to the, with this we can conclude that the KVL is satisfied. The KVL statement is satisfied here. Calculation, we have to know what is the current. So the current is 7.5. Current is 7.5 amperes. So you know what is the current. So you have to find the voltage at the each resistor. So you know the resistance here is 220 ohm. So here the voltage is V is equal to 7.5 by V is equal to IR. So V is equal to 7.5 into 220 ohms. Okay. So similarly here also we can find the voltage here is 7.5 into 150. You will get the voltage at this resistor. Similarly 100 into 7.5 you will get the voltage at this resistor. So theoretically we can also prove, and practically also we have proved that the KVL, the algebraic sum of the voltages in a closed loop is 0. What is the Kirchhoff's current law? So according to Kirchhoff's current law, the algebraic sum of the currents at a node must be equal to 0, or otherwise we can say that the sum of the currents entering must be equal to the sum of the currents leaving. So this we will perform with the help of the experiment. See, first this is the circuit. So I have taken the same resistors which I have taken for the KVL. Okay, so these are the three 220 ohm resistor, 150 ohm resistor and 100 ohm resistor. So now if you observe here, this is the node. We can find a node here. This is the node. So this is the total current which is passing through the 220 ohm. At this node, since there are two resistors connected in parallel, the current has to divide into two currents. So this total current has to divide into two currents. So that means this total current must be equal to the sum of this I1 and I2. That means, so this is the current entering. So this I must be equal to the, this I1 and I2 are the currents leaving. So this will check with the help of the circuit, with the help of the experiments. Okay. So as per the circuit you can observe. So first the supply. So positive, the positive terminal of the supply, I am giving connection to the positive terminal of this supply. I am giving connection to the 220 ohm resistor. So this is the connection to the ammeter. So in the circuit you can observe here. So the ammeter. So first I have inserted here. Next, for this I am connecting the positive of the ammeter. I am connecting the positive of the ammeter. So you can observe in the circuit diagram, the negative of the ammeter I am connecting to the 220 ohm resistor. 220 ohm resistor. So again, so this 220 and 100 and 150 are connected in parallel. So now for this 150 ohm resistor, so the positive of the ammeter I am connecting to the 150 ohm resistor, and the negative of that ammeter I am grounding as per the circuit diagram. I am giving ground connection. So I have grounded. So again one resistor is left. So we have to find the currents at all the resistance in order to check the Kirchhoff's current law. So this ammeter, the positive of this ammeter, I am connecting to the 100 ohm resistor. So this is the 100 ohm resistor, and the negative of this ammeter should be grounded. So again the negative of the supply I am again giving to ground. Here also I am giving the 10 volt supply. Slowly I am increasing the supply. So up to 10 volts as the previous KVL. So this is 10 volts. Okay. So now, so what is the current across this 220 ohm resistor? So this is the ammeter connected to this 220 ohm. So this will be the main current or the total current. So this is I. So this is 29.8. So now this is the current entering to the node. Okay. So this must be equal to the currents leaving. So the current leaving are I1 and I2. So 150, I2 is which is connected to the 150. So which is connected to the 150 ohm is this ammeter. So the current at 150 is 3.9. So that is I2 plus I1. So it is I. So it is 2.98 is equal to I2 is 3.9 plus I1. So which is connected to the 100 ohm resistor. So it is 26.3. You can observe here. So it is 26.3. So you can observe. So it is approximately equal to the. It is approximately equal to the 29.8. So hence the Kirchhoff's current law is verified with the help of the circuit. So theoretically you can prove this with the help of the voltage you know. So voltage you know. So voltage at this resistors and the current you know. So that is I is equal to V by R. So you have to find theoretically at each resistor I is equal to V by R, and you can prove. So practically it is proved. Hence the Kirchhoff current law is verified.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.